Hey guys, what's up? This is StarcraftCove here with another replay for you. Just finished watching Day 9's Funday Monday for this week. It's pretty entertaining stuff. You know, he was scrounging around for a replay that he could actually use before he even managed to get into the game like half an hour before, and yeah, that was pretty entertaining stuff. So I feel pumped and I'm inspired to make a freaking replay cast. So let's do this. This is another 3v3 that we did for one of the Funday Mondays before. 7/10ths Toast here is going to be going Archons. One of our opponent's names was something kind of interesting. Where is he? So yeah, I thought that was a pretty good name. That's interesting. 7/10ths doing a little bit of begging. That's all right. And the rest of us are just trying to figure out what the hell we're gonna. This is the Funday Monday, of course, where we were going just choose the one unit that you're going to be using for the entirety of the game. You can make that one unit workers, observers, not including ravens, since they have so much offensive capabilities. And other than that, you can also make defensive structures, so planetary fortress, turrets, crawlers, whatever. You can also make bunkers. Not that they would do a whole lot of good, but yeah, it's on the table, whatever. So, a bunch of chat here going on. I'm not really paying attention to that, so sorry if I missed something down there. But whatever. So, still got some figuring out to do. We are the top team up here, so top center, that's me, Zerg. I already chose Banelings. Yukon right here, one of my buddies that I used to 2v2 with quite a bit back in the beta, especially. We actually hit 2v2 Diamond Rank 1. I'm pretty sure it was back in the beta, so it was a while ago, but he's been MIA for quite a while now, so I haven't really gotten any games in with him other than these couple Funday Mondays. So, he finally decides to go Phoenix, and of course Toast was the first one to choose. He went Archon. And then, let's see here. This time, look at that. I actually have the production tab up early. How useful is that? Pretty handy, pretty handy. So, I'm down here scouting with my Ovi. I see this Zerg player popping out. Well, not really seeing anything. Just hanging out, just hanging out. Let's see here. Everybody else going, getting a second Rax already for, I should probably learn our opponent's names. Terrible, DarkNegroid is down here, and SuperBonk. The Zerg. So we got two Zergs and one Terran that we're facing off against. And we are, what's that? Two Protoss, one Zerg. So, once again, the unit composition that we're going with is Baneling, Archon, and Phoenix. So, not a whole lot of not a whole lot of air that can hit ground, but yeah, we'll see how that works out. Other than that, it's a pretty strong build, although kind of fragile. Lots of damage output potential, but not really a whole lot of sustainability in the long run. So, especially with Banelings, since their whole purpose is to explode and die. So, that's obviously a good idea. Anyway, we have another barracks. You know, whenever you're playing team battles, you know, you can always expect that one Terran to go just mass racks and nothing else. Tier 1 units for, you know, the entirety of the game, sure, why not? That's totally legit strategy in any team battle type of setting. So, SuperBonk here is getting a pretty quick layer down already. I got my Baneling nest coming down, as well as a spine crawler. Since I can't defend, I have these Zerglings out because I need to be able to morph them into Banelings as soon as my Baneling nest pops, but I can't actually use them to defend. I can kind of use the Queen to defend, but she'll die pretty quick if I actually get attacked. But if I use the Zerglings to defend, then this is pretty much freaking disqualified for any Funday Monday sort of action. Let's see here. So 7/10ths, bragging about his awesome gateway timing with 620 gas in the bank for his Archons. Let's see here. We got some Zerglings moving out here from SuperBonk, whose lair is just about done. Let's see here. My game's kind of lagging out a little bit here. Whatever. Come on, machine, you can hold it. Holding up at about 21 frames per second right now. That should hopefully do it. And wow, okay, DarkNegroid, they are both just going mass lings. Look at that. That is a sign of a true pro right there. Just as many lings as you can possibly get. So he's just kind of scouting around looking for any expansions. Not seeing any because we don't have any down yet. Getting tagged by a couple cannons up here. Yeah, we're all putting up some static D because obviously it's going to take us quite quite a while to actually get anything out. I have 2 Banelings running across the map. Yeah, that's right. They're going to do so much damage, it's going to be crazy. Alright. And so Yukon here starting to pump out some Phoenix. Switch over to the units tab now that we actually have some stuff out. 7/10 is still working on mostly just putting up some more static defense and getting his tech up. Just now throwing down his Twilight Cancel. He's going to have to throw down the Twilight Cancel and then the Templar Archives to actually be able to start pumping out any sort of Templar that can morph into Archons. So let's see here. I think I remember. Sorry guys, I missed this one. I ran my 2 Banelings, my initial 2 Banelings, right up this ramp and into the roaches. So that was obviously worthless, which sucks because there's a whole lot of meaty Zerglings that I could have been going for. But whatever. So I got a bunch of Zerglings that are just about hopefully ready to morph in. I got some banking a bit of gas, so not really doing too good on the macro, but whatever. And meanwhile, they are moving out with some pretty menacing force here. Let's see here. Uh-oh. Yukon, he's only got 3 cannons, and they're not really placed the most effectively for actual defense. So here we got some Phoenix roaming around over here. He's going to be messing with some guys' days. But at the same time, they definitely found the weakest link in our team here. So they're going to be taking out his cannons pretty quick without too many casualties. And they're definitely going to do some major damage in this space. I just now got some Banelings morphed in though, so I'm running across the map to get those over there. Oh, they're so cute. They just waddle across. That's so adorable. And meanwhile, yeah, Yukon's getting pretty much screwed over here. That sucks. But he is doing a good job of keeping his probes away at least, so he can hopefully regain some economy if he ever recovers from this. Lost the Nexus, so that's going to definitely put him back quite a ways. But those managed to get the Banelings around these roaches, maneuvered them around the roaches so I could actually get to the Marines and really take those out as fast as possible. So now it's mostly just the roaches, which Yukon can definitely take out with his Phoenix here as soon as he has. Oh yeah, he has plenty of energy, so I have no idea why he's not lifting off more of those. But whoops. You saw nothing. That was misclick? I don't know. Whatever. Meanwhile, 7/10 Toast is getting some Archons up, starting to warp in as many as he possibly can. He still has quite a bit of gas banked, but that's gonna dwindle pretty quickly since High Templars are what, 50 minerals, 150 gas. So yeah, obviously I am not a Protoss primary player, so whatever. Meanwhile, Yukon's just taking out these roaches. I wonder if you can lift roaches out of the ground. That'd be pretty cool to see. Meanwhile, I got another volley of Banelings moving out across the map. And this nice looking ball of Terran right here. Boom! Running right into them. You know, splattered a bunch of them against that front wall of Marauders, which wasn't the best, but could have probably microed into the middle of all those quite a bit better and maybe done away with that whole entire group of Marauders there. But meanwhile, DarkNegroid sticking with those Zerglings since they proved to be so effective originally. Toast is going to be losing some Archons here probably to Lings, which... okay, lost that one. Maybe could have microed away and not lost that Archon, but, you know, that didn't happen, so whatever. So Yukon is picking off some of these little buggers since I have some Banelings, but it's kind of a waste to... Okay. It's a waste, but I'm going to do it anyway. Throwing 2 Banelings against that Marauder, that heavily armored Marauder, which takes almost no damage from the Banelings. Telling him to... Oh, there he goes. There we go. He was just kind of hovering over there for a bit. He's got plenty of energy, so he could really move out and do quite a bit of damage with those. Meanwhile, SuperBonk is starting to pump out some roaches, or some Hydras, excuse me. I guess he's trying... What is he trying to counter? Archons, they'd be a good counter to Archons. Banelings, though, once you get a bunch of them, yeah, especially with this speed, Banelings can really, really screw up some Hydras pretty quick. Hydras have obviously quite a bit of range on them, and they fire pretty quickly, but it really, you know, with them rolling in this fast, it's just really hard to keep your Hydras away from them, especially with how slow Hydras are. So I'm being followed here by Yukon's Phoenix, and 7/10, nice.